Good morning and welcome back to Good Day Kentucky. We have a very special guest joining us in studio today.
Yeah, joining us in studio to chat about the PGA Tour Barbasol Championship and Caddie 127 is our friend Darren Nelson. Good to see you, buddy, the tournament director. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We love the Barbasol, obviously a huge event for Central Kentucky. I mean, you've got to be so proud to have put on another great event this year back in July.
We are. We had the 4th edition of it this past summer.
And it continues to grow every year.
It does, and our charity dollars continue to grow as well. And that's what we're here today really to talk about is the impact on Caddie 127. We're excited to announce a number later today and take some big checks and make some kind of be Santa Claus for a day.
Yeah. So we obviously love Caddie 127, the philanthropic arm of the Barbasol Championship. But let's say there's someone out there who isn't exactly sure what Caddie 127 is. Just kind of break that down for us.
Yeah, so just as a caddy walks down the fairway with a golfer, Caddie 127 empowers and supports women and children in the state of Kentucky. So we've got 6 charities that we support each year, and we're excited about our donations.
So let's talk about the mechanism for that, because maybe people don't realize how charitable the PGA is at first, but the impact it has in the communities where they host events.
Absolutely. The Barbasol Championship really is a vehicle for us to support, local charities. And since the start of the PGA Tour over 50 years ago, they've given back $3 billion to charities. So no other major sporting association can say that.
Right.
I mean, it's wild. And so let's talk about the charities here locally that see big donations coming in as a result of this.
So our 6 charities are the Woodhill Community Center, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, All God's Children, Refuge for Women, Kentucky Children's Hospital, and Sunrise Children's Services.
So many great organizations that, I mean, I've just got to be so grateful, but also, I mean, grateful to get this support, but then they turn right around and make huge impacts in the lives of women and children in this community.
They really do, and we're looking forward to, the 5th edition of the Barbasol Championship this coming July and making an even bigger impact on the community. Okay,
so you mentioned you got those big checks, so when you're going to make those big checks, make those deliveries later on today.
We've got the team lined up for this afternoon, so we'll be heading out actually later this morning, and then look for an announcement later today of what the total amount of the donations is for this year.
And as tournament director, I mean, you got the hassle of all the logistics of getting a golf tournament ready. You got to worry about patrons. You got to worry about the professionals themselves. This moment has got to be the best moment of all of that, though.
It is. It's the feel good. All the hard work and effort that went into the Barbasol Championship this past summer pays off this time of year. So this is our season of giving, like I said. So we're excited to get out there and make a lot of people happy with some large checks.
Yeah, and then you mentioned already looking forward to next year's Barbasol. I mean, you guys are probably already deep in preparations for that.
We are. So July 13th to the 16th, 2023 are our dates for next year. So we look forward to having everybody come out and support the event for the 5th edition of the Barbasol Championship.
Yeah, and if people want to find out more information about Caddie 127 or next year's Barbasol, what's the best way to do that?
BarbasolChampionship.com.
Okay.
We've got information on there as far as sponsorships, volunteers, Caddie 127, and everything is on the website.
Okay, can't wait to hear that announcement later today about the dollars that are being given back as a result of Caddie 127, and all those dollars go right back to serving people in this community, women and children who need it most.
Have fun doing that, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Great to see you this morning.
You got it.
Stay with us. Good Day Kentucky. Back in just a moment.